Yanja Senyonga has criticized parents who have neglected their responsibility of taking good care of their little ones. Muyanja says the parents in the central region have seamlessly sent the children to school barefooted. He mentioned this while at his residence at community function at Kagulumira Church of Uganda Primary School, Kayunga District.
Teri mwana agamba nti ali mu UPE atasobola kusoma buki bulungi sibe kiri sebo sabadiko abaana bammwe kati omutindo gwe mutaddeko kangulumira n'obuyonjo olabye ekwaya yange yimba mwekubireko mu ngalo ekintu kisoboka ffe tugayaala ne tulowooza nti waliwo omulala jjo tukolera ebyenjawulo mwe muteeka okukola ebyenjawulo enkola y'ennaku zino mugamba ng'ono bwe yeebeeramu n'atuwa amaki amatafari twebereddemu tulese semiri kinatulema kyetulwanyisa nvuuza nfuufu mu bibiina buli omukola olubimbirwo akyo omwana asomera mu bigere ebyereere ku ngatta egula sinyisa akanaana wano mu Buganda. Bannanga abazadde bino bye tuzuukusa kuba guno si mulimu gwa mbaka naye twasalawo tukole kuba luganda twakatambula mu masomero abiri omwezi ogujja na bano tuli Buvuma era naye tulondeyo akasomero naye tulondaga
tusanze wano gwe mukoze batulaze nga 24 ogwokutaano ekizimbe kyagwe edimasa nga bwadategeeza nene mukola omuli twebaza Katonda nti waali muntu yenna yakola ki yafa. Njagala okwebaza akakiiko kebatulaze wano k'abantu nga 6 baba tugamba amamesa amangi tegeesimira ki bunnya so ogamba abantu abangi sebo tata Ssaabadikoni nkwebaza ate okubeera ne vision n'olukiiko olw'Abaganda bange bano basomye wano olw'okutwala omulimu guno mu maaso kubanga ffe mu bwegasi tugamba waliwo ennono y'okweyamba ffekka bagita self-help sooka gwe weeyambeko n'emikwano giryoke gikole ki gikwegatteko so
watuletera okugema abamu batandise okuteekateekamu ebitali bituufu naye era nnyo Baganda nabo kubikola gyembeera abalala eddagala fu lyawa sebabonani abala nabagambye oba ddagala fu nze bali bangemerako n'abasawo banza okugema omusawo ng'eddagala fu
gyembagamba bujulizi abantu abatta emirimu babeera mu ffe bagira bagibayamba naye tebakkiriza nkukakasa twali twakagemako abantu 300 abantu abalowooza nti ndeese obujjanjaba obwo obuwagizi bujja kweyongera mu bantu ne batandika okubateekamu embeera nti eddagala fu byennyini bwenkiwulidde wano olamuga totawaana kuseonoona biseera kanjogere bwinooni because nze akimanyi
kiseera twali ekizimbe ekyagwire nga tebalina tebatunda nga ne muntamu omumu emmere tekola ki wetugamba abaana tubongezeko sente bazikime nga tujja kusanga obuki netugamba tutandike kutambula nyumba kuki wetusanga bwe tubuulira enjiri era bwe twabuulira enjiri mwami ono ngasooka tuwabuloka bitaawo ate n'atuwola buloka 15.
Alright, welcome back from that story. As Uganda is going digital, Standard Chartered Bank has today launched a system called a Standard Chartered system that will ease business transactions via internet and on other phone services. According to Moses Rutahira, the country head retail banking says the system is to be accessed in areas and to cater for all classes of people.
Enables you to access the banking solution but does not store any data on any of those social platforms. Once again, I must inform you, not strangers and very familiar to social apps in the market, as many of us are. For many of us, we use these every single day, and at times we tend to disrupt the natural flow of our social conversations, forcing us to leave one app to go to another to be able to send or to perform a financial transaction. With this keyboard, you don't have to do that anymore. It will be seamless and flow able to access your services hand in hand. This new enhancement, which we believe will simplify and bring financial services much more closer to our customers, but most importantly, it is simple and it speaks the lifestyle of our customers. As we launch SC Keyboard this morning, as a bank, we are proud to be playing a part in increasing financial inclusion, which is geared towards simplifying and availing financial services to Ugandans through non-traditional banking channels. With SC Keyboard, it is one of the many banking solutions that will be able to help improve this.
Biba customer baffe okwanguyizibwa obulamu. So mu kifo ky'okujja mu banka oba ovuga emmotoka otindiga olugendo ojje wano okumanya balansi zo tukuyamba okikola ku ssimu. Ate si kuyamba kukikola ku ssimu kwokka naye wonna mu kintu kyonna ky'okola oba olaba mawulire go oba okola ki onyiga bunyizi wano n'olaba. So twanguya bwanguya bulamu naye nga tekiina ngeri ki.
Right, moving on in our special segment today, we bring to you a 75-year-old man who has attained wealth in a subsistence of farming in Buyikwe district. According to Muzei Mukasa, he has not only concentrated on vanilla but also joined other sectors like banana, coffee and animal husbandry. He says by being engaged in other forms of farming, it gives a farmer an alternative to benefit from other products if one fails.
Ngeri jengusanzeemu oba nijengufunyeemu teriiyo mulimu gwanguwa ate mulimu mulungi okutaliiko okukola loosi yinza okubaawo nga kale ya sizoni ejja lumu lwa musana yinza tukozesa sizoni eyo okuba loosi naye ate loosi tebera mu birime byonna kubanga emmwanyi wetukira okwaka omusana gugikube ekirerya nagwo guba muyitirivu ebitooke bibaawo era ndowooza oli mu nnimiro etobekeddwamu ebirime ebyenjawulo. Omulimi tatunulira sizoni ng'agitunulira ku kirime kimu. N'olwekyo obwangu bw'enfuna n'obulungi bw'endaba mu kulima kwe kubeera nti bw'obanga olimye kasooli bw'atabala emmwanyi zibala, ebitooke bitabala vanira abala kuba ate vanira ayagalamu akasana alyoka abala ennyo ewawa ate ebijenjero byo biyinza obutabala olw'omusana naye ate vanira abala nnyo. N'olwekyo bimu bye tusanga mu byobulimi nti okulima kwangu ate kuzibu, kwangu mutaddemu okwagala, kuzibu ng'okola bantumye oba nalabye waagundi ekiriyo. Nyefe abaliwo abasinga abalima olima nga weewaayo nga tosose kutunulira loosi. Bulijjo obeera ng'okola bizinesi kolerera profit, tokolerera loosi, tokolerera kufiirwa. Ettooke eva mu nsuku muno tugibayira okugifulumya ku mitwalo 2. Kati singa okyatunulira vanira, okyatunulira emmwanyi, olusuku lwo lusigala lukuddaabiriza kubanga buli luvannyuma lwa myezi 2.5 ettooke liba likuze liwasalako empumumpu. So nga ate buli mwezi ensukusa tugitunda 5,500 eya buli kitooke munga ddala kati tulina ebika bino bimpologoma nakitembe musakala ebika ebiringa ebyo tubitunda 5,500 buli nsukusa nogenda newawe netandikako obulamu obujja. Ate olubawa lwa vanira efuuti 3 kugeza nkati no okuva wano okutuuka wano lutandikidde wano ekipimo ekyo.
The Uganda police has launched investigations into circumstances through which Michael Kalinda alias Ziggy Wine was allegedly kidnapped, tortured and burnt with a flat iron before being dumped a few meters from Mulago Hospital, succumbing to injuries on the night of Sunday, the 4th of August 2019. Spokesperson for police Fred Enanga told the press at Naguru Best Police Headquarters that they are going to intensify investigations into the matter to bring justice to the deceased's family. Enanga said that the police had already dispatched a team to go and collect CCTV footage from Mulago Hospital to help them in the investigations on who dumped the singer at the site before his death.
Information indicating that one Michael Alinda, popularly known as Ziggy Wine, who was allegedly dumped by unknown people, passed on at Mulago. Now you all aware that that the disappearance of Michael Alinda or Ziggy Wine occurred some time back, around 2 weeks, and we've learned today that this matter had been reported of disappearance at Uganda police post. However, the family was not fast-tracking this case with the police. They opted to take a laid-back position because of the claim that they were receiving very chilling, be careful threats from the alleged kidnappers, whom we don't know up to now. Of course, you are aware that the police is colorblind, and we don't take any sides in investigating any cases of threats. We always consider all intent and opportunity in threats to life. Our regional team in Kawempe has taken up that matter. They are going to work very closely with our homicide department from CID headquarters. We will make sure that if the post-mortem report is retrieved and it indicates that Michael Alinda died out of unnatural causes, then we have to investigate and ensure that justice is served to the family of the victim. We are also going to take interest because of the allegation that the body was he was dumped in an unconscious state at Mulago Hospital. So the teams have gone to Mulago to see if they can retrieve the CCTVs at Mulago that can indicate which vehicle or which means he was dumped in which in that semi-conscious state by which personalities or vehicle or motorcycle, so that we can start from there.
All right, moving on to our international stories. Mike Katihaboga and Jamal Ntaraga are two visual artists who met in Rwanda in 2017. Katihaboga had escaped Burundi at the height of the conflict in 2015. He found refuge in Rwanda and lived in a refugee camp before moving to the capital a year later to pursue art. The 25-year-old met Jamal, a painter based in Kigali, and they bonded over their love of art and soon became friends.
Jamal Ntagara effortlessly weaves a lampshade using a stiff fiber called sisal. Nearby, his friend and fellow artist Mike Katihabuga swings his paintbrush over a piece of canvas. 25-year-old Mike escaped Burundi at the height of the political conflict in 2015. Jamal's art center, Kanyaburanga, meaning a little beautiful place, is where Mike found a home for his creativity.
When I had the opportunity to meet Jamal, we talked and we had a lot in common. We're both young. He said to me, let us work together and we can do great things.
Rwanda hosts about 174,000 refugees, including 57,000 people from Burundi who fled political violence in 2015. Jamal sees helping Mike and others as natural. He adds that art not only empowers but also heals.
Helping people doesn't mean you need something big, very, very big, so you can help people. A small thing you have got and a good heart you have got, they can be enough to help someone.
About 13,000 Burundians live in cities where they are free to work and live independently, as does Mike. The art center enables the friends to exhibit their various works on portraits, landscapes and wildlife, and sales from the art helps them support their families.
So, when you don't have a space, a place where to feel you can express yourself, you can't make that art of yours to moving up. And your art, when it's not moving, I'm not sure if it can help you to survive.
The center is also open to other artists from Burundi as well as Rwanda who work and display their art here. Rwanda also hosts refugees who have fled the Democratic Republic of Congo during bouts of instability there over the past 20 years.
Alright, moving on to Sudan. Thousands of Sudanese demonstrators are gathering against the killing of 4 students as protest leaders and ruling generals are prepared to resume talks to resolve outstanding issues on the transition to civilian rule. Some demonstrators were under 15 years old. They died. The wounded are now in El Obeid Hospital in Sudan. Watch.
Thousands of Sudanese demonstrators are gathering against the killing of 4 students as protest leaders and ruling generals prepare to resume talks to resolve outstanding issues on the transition to a civilian rule.
We came here today to demand justice for the martyrs. We must not lose it all because we all are responsible for this. Some demonstrators were under 15 and they died. If the Sudanese do not make enough efforts, this revolution will not succeed.
We ask the military council to cede power because it is a civil revolution. It is enough because our husbands and children died for this country because of you, the military council.
Since December, the repression of the protest against the Rapid Support Force has left more than 250 dead, including 127 demonstrators killed on June 3rd, according to a committee of doctors close to the protests.
Alright, welcome back from that story. Moving on, 19 people died and 30 were injured in an explosion resulting from a car crash in central Cairo. Egypt's health ministry said early on Monday that there was no official statement indicating that the explosion was an attack. The blast happened when a car driving against traffic on Cairo's Nairo Kanithi Road collided with 3 cars, the Interior Minister said in a separate statement.
19 people have died and 30 others injured in an explosion resulting from a car crash in central Cairo, Egypt's health ministry has announced. The blast happened when a car driving against traffic in Cairo's Nairo Road collided with 3 other cars, the Interior Ministry said in a separate statement. The blast triggered a blaze that forced the partial evacuation of the nearby National Cancer Institute. Egypt's public prosecutor is investigating the cause of the incident, but there was no official statement indicating whether the explosion was a terrorist attack. Monday's explosion comes as Egypt's vital tourism industry is showing signs of recovery after years of stagnation due to the political turmoil and violence that followed the 2011 uprising that toppled former President Hosni Mubarak. Egypt has battled Islamic jihadists for years in the Sinai Peninsula in an insurgency that has occasionally spilled over to the mainland, hitting minority Christians or tourists.
Alright, that brings us to the end of this bulletin. My name is Adams Mayambala. Up next is the sports room with Bisaso Brian, that very big man. And then after the total request with one Lynette Zain. My name, again, Adams Mayambala. Please have a very good afternoon.
Thank you for